Well, welcome to the week of absolute certainty and clarity before you actually have it. It will definitely be a high energy week. Hello, everybody. This is Michelle, and Born Without Boundaries is my channel. You can find full Zodiac messages come out weekly on Born Without Boundaries Tarot on YouTube, and then Born Without Boundaries on Vimeo. You can find in-depth, almost personal readings along with your romance-specific readings. Wherever you're finding my content, I just want to say thank you so much for all your constant support. This is the weekly astrology forecast, and what this does is it just reviews the energies in the cosmos day by day. So I'm going to start with a general overall of the week, and then I'll go through Sunday through Saturday, each of the energies for those days that are going to be thrown at you. They're going to be hurtled at you right now. Okay. Right now, this is energy that is just like, this is like the Flash version of like superhero powered movement over here. So it's going to be very intense this week, but we'll go through day by day, and each day, as promised, I will have a mantra for you so that you can have a physical way of making some sort of tangible sense out of all of the energy that you feel. Now, a few things are happening this week, but mostly Mercury is headed into Aries. And so now we have Mercury, the Sun, and Venus all in Aries. And yeah, that's going to give us one hell of a confidence boost. And Mercury, once Mercury goes into Aries, it's almost like information on crack. Like, it's just going to come through in ways that maybe we didn't foresee or predict or even expect. And listen, not all of it's going to be bad. I don't mean to be like red flag warning, but I do want to put out the red flag just so that you understand that this is energy that we really need to take responsibility for. Because if we don't, it will quickly escalate out of our hands. It's almost like somebody turned on turbo. And that's fine if you're ready for turbo. But listen, if you have not ever skied in your life, you do not want to be put at the top of a double black diamond and then just have somebody push you down. If you make it without injury, it will be a miracle. And even if you find your way into that kind of a miracle, you will hate skiing for the rest of your life because it will cause you so much terror. So while there is so many opportunities for really huge and phenomenal breakthroughs this week, you will be hurtling toward them, or they'll be hurtling toward you at like 100 billion thousand miles an hour. And that's going to take a lot of preparation on our part to sort of really be able to super power focus. So we can almost slow down that momentum with our mind and focus it and direct it in the right directions so that it's not ruining our life in any capacity, but instead it's breaking through walls for us. It's working for us. So let's find out how to work with the energy this week, which is extremely intense and very powerful, and honestly, overall, an absolute blessing. But blessings are just like everything else. They have their shadow side. And this shadow could be cast really, really far and really, really wide if we don't really have a hold on the energy, a hold on it. So let's do the overview first. Confidence in the future is very high, as well as in our ability to achieve it, which is fantastic. We have a surge of energy from the past to help us see our way into the future, helping us to keep moving forward. Hopefully that's not a fear reaction. It's like we're finally giving ourselves credit for how far we've come, and that would be a very good way to use the energy. Mercury is now in Aries, so holy shit. It's like somebody turned on the turbo button. Ready or not, progress is happening, and information is coming in So are new ideas. This will be the time when where we come from will inform our future, helping us to see how new directions and people are better than what we prescribed for ourselves years ago. So in other words, the universe can send you so much better now, as long as we don't get too caught up in our dreams and let our dreams distract us. And I always say expectations are roadblocks to your future. So if you insist that you know how the future is supposed to look, you're going to miss out on a lot this week. This is a wonderful time to allow yourself to have new ideas or let new ideas come to you. It is not a good time to just automatically assume that those new ideas are as amazing as they make you feel when they first come to you. Do not get lost in feelings or those sensationalisms or those highs this week. Count to 10, get back to your breath, and get back to your brain so that it can really sift through, is this a quality idea or is this not? Is this something that I can even do right now? And if the answer is yes, even if the answer is, I don't know how to do it right now, but I'm interested enough to start the process, okay. It's almost like the scenes from The Matrix where it's like you can slow things down to dodge bullets, but you have to do that with your mind, because that's how powerful and amazing this energy is. Like, it's almost gonna be like it's superhuman. Sunday, the mantra for Sunday, I am ready, Lord, yes, I am. For the blessings you made for me, take my hand and lead the way. So you really don't want to let go of God at all this week, because it's through God that you can keep up with this turbo speed. And when I say God, I mean whatever perception of God you have. That is your decision. Even if you don't believe in God, think of it as fate or something like that. But the bottom line is, you do not want to be going through this alone, because you do want that entity, that aspect, that understanding or connectivity to help slow things down for you and keep you focused and guide the way. Faith is still paramount right now. So Sunday, we'll be changing directions, or at least we'll finally see clearly the path we are really on. So it's almost like sometimes you can set out on your path based on where you think you want to go, but that's not really the path you're traveling on. However, the path you're traveling on is the right path. It's just that you didn't really see that that was the path that you were supposed to be on. Is all of a sudden like the mist lifts and we start to see, oh, now I get it. This is where I really have to be. And this is what I was always destined for. Maybe though, we are headed toward the goal, the one thing, because that's what we needed to think, right? To take us where we were supposed to go. That's perfect. It means that we have left room for faith to guide us. As long as we've stayed in forward motion, we've been on the right path. While the moon is in Capricorn, we might fall back on some old pleasures. We might fall back on some old pleasures. Oh, this autocorrect pisses me off because it says to Sherbert. Come on, man. I have never been so pissed with autocorrect as since I got my new iPhone. You guys let me know if that's the case for you too, because it just fills in the strangest, stupidest words. Anyway, let me get back to this. We might fall back on some old pleasures, as well as comforts for our send-off to the future. Expect attraction to indulgence and revelations on how those indulgences are really impacting our lives. Take stock and change what is not good for you. Jupiter is providing a beautiful push for the North Node energy. Some excellent luck will come for direction into our future. This combined with the energy that Mercury gets from Aries, information will come in that helps us lay ground or break ground for our ambitions. On Monday, the moon heads into Aquarius, so we will be super sensitive to the needs of the many and social issues. We'll also feel the need to make change. Ironically, this squares Uranus in Taurus, which is also squaring Saturn. So though we may be ready for a change, the world around us may not have yet caught up. That is why the opportunities coming our way may be like GPS rerouting us through traffic jams. You ever experienced that? It's still directing us toward our true north and opening up opportunities, but they may feel like we're sidestepping, but that's fine, because sometimes the straight path isn't available to us. It doesn't mean we aren't going to get there. With Mercury and Venus in Aries, our communications and insights into love and money will get a boost in energy. It will be difficult for us to be flexible now, however. We've already lit the rocket fuel and can't be stopped. But that is true for others too. So passions are extremely high, and we could get serious pushback from opposing ideals, right? Everybody's passion is super, super high, and in some ways, everybody thinks they know exactly what they need. And in other words, certainty is really high. And that's why we really have to make sure that we're ready for these jetpacks on our back, because like everybody wants to try them. Think about like the Mandalorian, right? Everybody wants to try them, but like, is everybody actually really, really aware of what they feel like? I mean, who's actually trained on them? So this is like the energy that we'll be dealing with, not only inside of ourselves, but also from other people, so that at least you know and are aware why people are so like pushy right now. And the only thing you can do is be aware of their tendencies and try to redirect because if you try to stand in front of somebody with a jetpack on their back, you're gonna get like blown up. You're gonna get mulled over. You have to figure out how to like almost like impulse push them into another direction so they don't get at you, right? It's almost like you're gonna have to be really clever with how you dodge bullets. So the mantra for Monday is breathe and count to 10 to help clear your... Okay, so before you do the mantra, first, breathe and count to 10 to help clear your mind before you start to say this mantra. Now, here is the mantra. Thank you, angels, for being my guidance system. I arrive with confidence and competence, prepared for my abundance. All of these mantras are going to be in the description box below. And they're also all broken down on my website in the blog, so you can see the full transcript, the full written transcript of this forecast as well. So then we have Tuesday. Now on Tuesday, we're ready to cut emotional ties today, because what we used to believe in has changed, and we no longer may feel any loyalty to it. In fact, we may be completely opposed to it now. We must be aware of ourselves right now. Mars is squaring Neptune, and we could rush at shadows or be influenced by delusions. If we are aware of this energy, it could usher us to breakthroughs. Stop and think things through, and only act upon things that you fully understand. Don't jump on a cause you know nothing about, or jump down somebody's throat about a cause you do know a lot about. It's best to be reflective today. Also, don't jump on any new information without fully researching it. Now, in terms of like creativity, as long as you understand where that energy is coming from and how to not let it overcome you, it could help inspire you to write things down and be like, this is interesting. This is interesting. I'll research this. I'll look into this. And that could lead to a breakthrough. But overreactivity is going to be really, really a big temptation on Tuesday that could fuck you up, to be totally honest with you. So your mantra for Tuesday, angels, stay my hand, adding wisdom to my heart before fuel for my actions. Today is not a great day to pick up an opportunity. Take a day to think it through. So that's not part of the mantra. Your mantra is angels, stay my hand, adding wisdom to my heart before fuel for my actions. So, or fuel my heart with wisdom before you fuel my actions. Like that's kind of like the mantra for today. And make sure that you don't like pick up on, so we can be so gung-ho that we could be very tempted to pick up on new opportunities or rush into opportunities. This is when you really want to slow things down matrix style and make sure that you're not heading into the bullet instead of bending away from it. On Wednesday, big decisions in love today, but not necessarily the wisest. In fact, we could be backed into a corner by somebody else's passion if we are not certain of where we stand and certain we have a right to stand there. So self-worth must be on point on Wednesday. For those of you with mega confidence, watch out for backing people into corners, lest you become the new owner of a rabid dog. Really think, do I really want this, or do I just need it to feel better right now? We might tend to want to spend too much money as we feel so confident because of Venus's aspect to Jupiter and Mars. Reining ourselves in will be difficult now, but it is best. Collect information and plot your strategy for the future. This is a good time to start a retirement plan or a 401k plan. Okay, so it's best to start taking actions for the future now. Plant these seeds, right? Mantra, but it's not best to draw upon that existing 401k plan. Mantra, I am wise and I have time. My pace is my own and I travel my path in wonder. So you're drawing pleasure, draw pleasure from all that you're taking notice of and all the information that you're receiving now. It's like just thank God for the blessing of clarity right now, because that's really the biggest blessing that's happening this week. Clarity in our purpose, clarity from questions that we had answered. All of those are the blessings right now. Thursday rolls around, and this is probably the toughest of all days this week. Because now the moon is in Pisces and it squares the nodes. This is a tense and dissatisfaction. It's a tense time when the moon squares the nodes, and dissatisfaction is profound. With Venus squaring Pluto, we could be deeply insecure, which could inspire us to plunge towards something that isn't in our best interest, especially things regarding love and money. This is not a good day to make decisions or get involved with new things, especially new love or new money things. In fact, I'd take the day off and read a favorite book. This is the day that any insecurities will rise up and it could easily tear apart unstable relationships. It could also reveal the instability in relationships that we thought were stable. It's not a good day to start a new love affair, as we will pick with our fears, not our sense or our heart. So the mantra for today is a protective one. Angels are surrounding me, protecting me with their love and light. And I suggest that you say that or repeat that 3 times, because 3 is the holy number. And then continue with, I am loved unconditionally, morning, noon, and night. So 3 times I would say, angels are surrounding me, protecting me with their love and light. I am surrounded. I am loved unconditionally, morning, noon, and night. Say it, say it, say it. Repeat it as many times as you need as the mantra to just calm your soul and draw in that beautiful protective energy that's always there for you. Friday rolls around, and this is a much more stable day. So if you could just hold off through Thursday, this is a much better day to make decisions and make moves. Our minds are clear because of Mercury's aspect to Saturn and the South Node. We are able to find compromise or make a decision that may have been on hold for a while. This could be the day we find a way to resume an old project that got out of hand or got put on hold. You may have even forgotten about it. It's a much better day to work on relationships of all kinds, as our hearts and minds are settled and clear. Different parts of our communities may officially reopen now after closing for the past year. So this might be the time when things really start to open up. The mantra for Friday: I see, I understand, I realize. Conclusions are within my reach, and I release the past with gratitude. Saturday. Why did I say Saturn? That's really interesting. Saturday rolls around and unexpected breakthroughs delivered by our friends or colleagues. It's a lucky turn that we passed over. But when it's delivered by somebody we trust, we are more likely to look it over. This is a strike of luck because it takes a lot to get our attention right now because we're moving so fast, as we're so intent on our own ideas. The universe wants us to do well and fulfill our destiny, but we missed something that was essential. So we've done well, we've done very well, and we have a right to be happy with ourselves, but we will be very glad for the assist from the universe. This is the divine assist that makes our home run a grand slam for the history books. Okay, it really is. I just saw like, you're going off. Remember like when you were a kid and you were so super psyched about going on your field trip, right? And like for me, because I love food, I've always loved food. One of the most special things about going on a field trip was I always got school lunches, which were disgusting. My mom didn't pack me home lunches. But when I went on field trips, I would either get a little money to buy something from the concession stands where we were going, or that's when I would get like a special lunch, like a lunch that was packed for me. So I was always super psyched about that. And imagine if you were so psyched about this field trip that you went to school and you're packing on the special buses they hire for your field trips, and you realize, shit, I forgot my lunch. It's not like the day isn't going to be good, right? But there's that, oh no, I missed something, right? And so this day that was going to be perfect is all of a sudden you realize it's not because you missed something. Well, just in the nick of time, mom shows up and says, babe, you forgot your lunch. Enjoy your time. And you're like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that's kind of what the universe is gonna do. You know, it's going to be a wonderful day. You have a great day, but there will be that thud when you think, oh shit, I forgot something. And your friend, the universe is going to be there, probably through a friend, probably working through a friend or a colleague to just say, you know what, you really need to look at this because I think you just need to see it. I know you missed it. Maybe you even passed it over, right? But honestly, revisit it because it's just right. You're going to trust them. You're going to look. And you're going to like, bam, like literally at that point, you were always going to hit a home run, but now the home run turns into a grand slam, and it's a record-breaking a grand slam that gets written up in the history books. Like this is going to take it out of the park. Mantra for Saturday: I love you and know you love me. And in this way, you're talking to the universe, right? Or whatever God you believe in. Thank you for showing me what I did not see. I love you and know you love me. Thank you for showing me what I did not see. And of course, thank whoever in 3D world was the conduit for that message too. Gratitude is the new attitude because gratitude is the river on which abundance flows. All right, guys, thank you so much for chilling with me for these past 23 minutes. You can check out Astrology Motivation. It's coming at you. It's already set to go on Monday morning by 6 a.m. Pacific time. Thank you so much for the support over here on Astrology Motivation. You know that my main channel is Born Without Boundaries Tarot and Born Without Boundaries over on Vimeo, and born_without_boundaries over on Instagram. That's where most of the magic happens, with the Zodiac specific messages, the romance messages, and the daily tarot card readings that I do live on Instagram. So find me, join me, and subscribe, and get all that great content. And then join me for the lives Monday through Friday. But thank you so much for all the support. This channel is growing beautifully, and I'll hope to add more content. I have plenty of room to add more content as the channel grows. So be sure that you like these videos and share them to your social media platforms. That really helps the channel grow. And be sure to subscribe and click that bell and hit all notifications so you know when I upload everything over here on Astrology Motivation and over on Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Thank you guys so much. I love you, and have a beautiful, beautiful week. Talk to you soon.